Yes, folks, what's the crack? It's Carton of Milk back on your screen. So it has been a good couple of years since I sat down and actually made a video just talking to the camera, and it's something I want to start doing again. So better get used to seeing this pretty little face. But yeah, I've been off YouTube for a good couple of years. I've started posting a little bit here and there, and I'm going to start a new series basically just talking to you guys and just sort of having it as like a video journal that I can literally just say everything that I'm thinking to a camera to you guys. But yeah, the main question is, where you been, son? Where have I been? What's going on? Sorry, excuse me, I'm actually ill at the minute. It's funny because I actually made a TikTok recently saying that I don't really get ill anymore, but I've not been looking after myself the past week. I've been literally going to bed late, was out at my work dinner on Friday. I had a big night and I'm very worse for wear, shell of a man, some might say. I will say. Generally, yeah, sorry, you're gonna have to excuse the squeaky chair as well. I will eventually get a new one, but we're just up, like, we gotta deal. It's, you can't even see it, but yeah, we gotta deal with what we got. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're probably wondering where have you been? Where did you go? Like, or you maybe just don't give a fuck and this is your first time seeing me, and if so, hello. But yeah, I started making TikToks, and then I sort of got to like an impersonal point where I was just like, I don't really feel like I'm actually talking to like a community, but I feel like YouTube is like a proper community, and I really love that like people are like who are subscribed like really have a connection to the person. It's not just like TikTok. Like you got to be intentional almost on YouTube, and it's not like other social media where it's just like you just flick through and like, oh, that ugly cunt again, fuck off. It's like, okay, well, I like it, or I want to see what he's talking about, or I want to see what in his life is going on, or whatever. So you click the video instead of like actually just flicking through aimlessly and not knowing where you're going. But yeah, I've got so many different topics that I would like to talk about, but to start off today's video, I'm going to talk about loneliness and friendships in your 20s. I think recently, especially, so if you can tell or not, I'm back living at home with my parents in the north of Ireland, just outside of Belfast. And for how grateful I am, obviously, like I've got an unbelievable room, like an unbelievable setup. Like my parents who love me. I live by the sea. It's beautiful. I've got a car. Like I've got a job. I'm so grateful for so many things. And recently, I've been learning, really trying to like put myself to the test and just like go in the grind mode and like literally just work on myself to be like the best version of myself essentially. And with that comes a lot of loneliness because I feel like, I think Chris Williamson said this before in a podcast, that like I'm sort of going through the stages of life where I guess I kind of outgrown certain friends, and I haven't quite made new friends that are aligned like with their intentions and with their goals in life. Especially like creative people here in the north of Ireland, it's very hard to come by. Like they're all sort of, I don't know, I just don't really feel like I fit in with anyone in like a creative sense. Recently, especially, I've been on my own basically all the time. I go to work, I go to the gym, I come home. I thoroughly enjoy just literally sitting in my room reading, or like just doing anything, going for a walk by myself. I find it not hard, but I don't really want to just meet with my friends. Like I've got a couple of friends that I do love and hold dear to my heart, and like they've done nothing wrong, but I don't know. I just don't want to meet with anyone at this moment in time. And maybe it's just like something that I'm kind of just getting a bit odd, um, because I've almost like gone like too far. Like I really wanted to work on like being okay by being by myself and like being alone, but now I'm almost like, maybe I've I've gone too far. But I'm okay with that because I love being by myself. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not, like, as much as I would love more like-minded people in my life that I can talk to and do things with and have like deep meaningful conversations and like intellectual, like just like conversations that aren't just like, oh, what are you up to this weekend? Oh, not much, just going out for drinks. And like, no, I want to talk about like the meanings of life, or I don't know, no, yeah, just more like deep conversations with people. This lighting's actually unreal, to be fair. Holy shit. I am usually more energetic than this, but as I said, I feel like ass right now, but I just really wanted to do this video like tonight. I'm just that sort of guy. I'm just like, I'm fucking doing this video tonight, you know what I mean? So here I am. But moving forward, I actually cannot wait to start making videos and just talking to a camera. Like, if no one watches it, no one watches it. If fucking 3 people watch it, amazing. So I'm around my mid-20s, and as I said, I live at home. I go to work, I come home. I don't really go out drinking anymore, like at all. I don't really like socializing unless it's like gonna be in a capacity where I actually can talk to people or do something fun from time to time. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really go out much and socialize, which I'm more than okay with. I try and use my phone as little as possible these days. So that means not texting people, like checking up on people, like very little social media use. And yeah, I literally just use it to sell clothes and to record videos like this, and obviously like the odd text here and there. But like I just want to have real life relationships with people, and I'm really trying to make that like the main purpose of like my life, to not just be like, oh well, like to catch up with someone on text, whatever. I'd rather actually just meet them. And obviously that is kind of hard because like schedules don't align and so on, like so forth. But then that just gives me more time to actually do whatever I want to do in my own life. Like if I want to like work on a project or read or spend time with my mom or dad or whatever. And recently I've taken a break off social media for like the past 3 or 4 weeks, and I literally cannot tell you how much it's helped me, like to another degree. Like I've literally deeped all, see in the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've deeped everything so much for the better. Like I was just like thinking about, why do I actually post? What is the purpose of me posting that video onto TikTok? What is the purpose of me posting this on Instagram? What is the meaning behind this? And like just really thinking about being so intentional with everything I'm doing, especially when posting on social media. Not that I have a massive presence. It just got me really thinking, like, what am I posting this video of, like, just nonsense for? And then it got me thinking on Instagram, especially. Instagram's bad for this. Like people posting on their story like a selfie. Like, why are they doing that? Because validation. They obviously aren't fully okay with maybe how they look or their feelings about themselves, or it could be something just they don't give a fuck and they're just posting for the sake of it, whatever it may be. I'm just thinking what, I don't need to post. I actually don't need to post anymore. Like the only time I'll post on Instagram is really to promote my work. That's the only thing. And even at that, I'm looking over posts that I've made on my Instagram, and I'm like, I don't even like that. I just don't. I don't even know. Maybe I'm going insane. the more I, the more I actually deep it, the more I'm like, shit, I sound crazy. But like, honestly, like I just don't. It's oh. I just don't fuck with like a lot of people in this world. I think so many people are just so fake, and like when you start to actually like, I just want to live like in the Banshees of Inisherin. I want to live in the countryside by myself and somehow be able to afford to live like that. That would be the goal at the minute. But maybe it's just because I'm in such an introverted state right now that's why I'm saying that. Because the other side of me wants to like be this person that's like living in New York, doing all these shoots, meeting these new people and all this jazz, but like a part of me just wants to live on an island by myself. So it's like, it's tough. But the main thing I've been trying to work on is like no social media or very little, and very little phone use that is like not going to be productive, or like just texting people for the sake of it, whatever. Like if it's urgent, text me, call me. Otherwise, notifications, nah, I don't get notifications for anything apart from Depop and Vinted, because you gotta make that dough, you know. Yeah, WhatsApp even, don't get notifications because it's a distraction, and it would just distract me. So obviously it does sound like I'm bringing this loneliness upon myself, which is, yeah, which pretty much is the case. I feel like if I did live not in my parents' house and like somewhere else, let's say Manchester, I think my whole life would be a bit different. I think I'd still be very much like an introverted soul that like does just enjoy his own company, but at the same time, I feel like being with my parents, I don't invite people over ever when my parents are actually here. Thankfully, they're away here and there, so I can have people over just in like a chilled environment. But I always feel weird asking people over when my parents are here. I don't know. I don't know. Especially in the past couple of months, I've really focused on like just putting me and myself first, and that has meant just like literally just taking a step back from everything and just putting things into perspective and like being completely okay by being by myself. That was one of the main things I really wanted to work on, because for so many years I've used dating apps especially and just going on dates with girls and women in general as like a distraction from what I actually want out of life. And I'm trying to just essentially get to the bottom of what I do actually want from life. Do I want to be a photographer? Do I want to just help people in like a charity or something? Do I like, what do I want essentially? And I'm not quite at the answer yet, but I do know that I just want to meet people that I can communicate with and mean well and get something from, and they get something from me, and having like a true authentic relationship. That's definitely something I seek out of life. Just having like the like good people around me. And I think that's maybe why I've ostracized myself as well, like to try and just start fresh, kind of almost. But yeah, I've done a lot of blabbering so far, talked for a good bit. But yeah, I'm gonna have to start trying to maybe, I think maybe for future videos I'm gonna like have a couple of notes and stuff, because there is actually so much I want to talk about, and I do want to kind of separate each video from here to the next. But yeah, loneliness and friendships, making friends, like it does boil down to how do you spend your time. And it's, like I can't expect to make any new friends if I'm just by myself all the time. And even in the gym I'm locked in, like don't even there's no point in trying to talk to me. I'm just like, I'm there to fucking boom, big session out. But yeah, it does beg the question, where how do you expect to make new friends if you don't even try? And yeah, that's why I'm just okay with like having no friends at the minute, to be honest. Like I've got friends that like, I do have friends to some degree, but like not friends on that deeper level that I could just invite round or go out for a coffee with and just literally talk about deep things and like my true emotions and so on. Like there's only like my mum and certain people that I could do that with, family wise really. One of the main reasons why I wanted to start making YouTube videos again is, as I kind of mentioned earlier, the fact that like if I can say something that will inspire or like help someone that is watching that, then like that's fucking unbelievable. Like that's my day made, hopefully maybe your day made. But yeah, I feel like there are a lot of things I want to share, so I will do that maybe on a weekly basis. I'm thinking videos on Sundays. I'm thinking maybe what's the crack with Coca Sundays. It's got a nice ring to it. And also to explain, my name is Connor, but my nickname is Coca. Coca comes not from the fact that I love cocaine, but the fact that my name is Connor Cartin, CONOR CARTIN. So COCA instead of CC, just COCA, Coca, simple as. And yeah, thank you for listening, watching, hopefully showing love. If you have liked it, please leave a like and comment if you've got any questions, if you've got any topics of discussion you'd like me to talk about, or if you want to get anything off your chest, anything like that, just let me know, because I'm here, you know what I mean? I'll always try and reply to comments if I see them, which I hopefully will. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. If you're not new here and I don't know where I was going to go with that, but yeah, big love for if you've made it this far, I appreciate you. And yeah, have a great week. I'll talk to you guys next week. Love.